Less than a month until the 2012 Broncos season kicks off against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but first they have to take care of a little business at training camp. My man, Parker Harrison, brings the dangles, puts the goalie to his back, goes top shelf. Rams win 9-4. Well, Rams fans, the streak of 27 consecutive home wins has come and gone. Tomorrow night, however, can begin a new streak. CSU is back in action and takes on Fresno State.
And he begins. He's working on a good time right now. Here he comes in, tight and fast, and
I don't know how Chris Johnson did a 4.25, but he was in his suit. The U.S. basketball team gave Spain the pain tonight. Only highlight for Spain tonight was Serge Ibaka's big dunk in the first quarter. Gave him the 5-point lead. Later in the second, LeBron finds Carmelo cutting backdoor for an easy layup. The Rocky Mountain Showdown is just a few weeks away. Today was media day for both CU and CSU, and one thing for certain is that both coaches have high expectations for their squads this season. We've had guys dunk under 5'5" and win it. Michael Jordan has done it, who is the best basketball player ever, and he won it twice. LeBron last night teased us all. Seen that video over 100 times and it still makes me laugh every time. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Pole vaulting, one of the hardest things an athlete could ever do. But to one athlete, it's her passion.
It kind of happens so fast that I don't really notice it anymore because it's like a fifth of a second off the ground. But it's probably the best feeling compared to any of the other events, I would say.
Morgan has been pole vaulting for 8 years, but the question is, why pole vaulting?
Well, I first started as a freshman here, and I actually competed in a women's heptathlon, and that's 7 events outdoors. And I liked them all, but I really loved pole vaulting the most just because I excelled in it. Morgan and her coach know this season is going to be a good one, but she must focus on one thing: consistency.
She's the biggest thing I really want to see. I'd like to see her helping, contribute at conference and score at conference and be a team player in that aspect.
Coach Colley is ready for Morgan to set the school record for pole vaulting height, but knows she still has work to do.
She's an incredibly talented individual to where the limits are where she ends up defining them. I think, the sky's the limit, literally, for her.
Pole vaulting, one of the hardest things an athlete can do. Ryan Hillman, CTV Sports. Every little boy's dream is to someday play in the NFL. For one man, it came true. His adventure started out to be rocky, but once he arrived at CSU, things changed.
Day before camp started, they called me up. I remember sitting there, they called me up and said, "John, we got 103 guys coming. One guy's not going to make it. Can you be here?" I said, "I'll be there." So I loaded up my Bronco and I drove out that night. The next morning I was on a Division I practice field.
Howell played 4 years at CSU, earned all-conference his senior year, and helped the Rams win the 2000 Liberty Bowl. In 2001, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers drafted him, fulfilling his dream.
He immediately became a special teams guru, backing up John Lynch. Ended up starting the last year there at Tampa Bay. Was a Super Bowl champion my second year there in 2002. So that was obviously far exceeded my expectations.
Howell retired from the NFL in 2006 and is now focusing on changing the safety in Northern Pop Warner football.
And our philosophy is, hey, while these kids are young, let's teach them the proper way to play the game. Our fear is that freshman steps onto the field or practice for the first time not knowing what to do, and he's up against big, physical, fast kids. That's what's dangerous.
Howell knows that if teaching the right way to tackle and block at this level, it could lead to a safer NFL.
We're a small part of it, the 200 kids that we coach and teach every day, but that's our goal. That's what I like. So I tell the kids, hey, don't tackle like you see the guys on Sundays tackling. Don't do that. Leaving your feet, leading with your head. That's not how we tackle. That's not the proper way to tackle. So we certainly hope that we see, the game change once these kids get older, and hopefully other coaches out there are doing the same thing, and they're teaching the proper way to tackle.
John Howell, the man with the dream of playing in the NFL, that is now giving back. Ryan Hillman, CTV Sports. This is how we normally see Moby, but for the women's basketball team, it has been a different story. Hopefully, though, a new coach can change that all.
And welcome to Colorado State, our new head women's basketball coach, Coach Ryan Williams.
Coach Williams is coming from South Dakota, where he previously just took the team to the NIT tournament. Williams, though, knows he's got a tough challenge ahead of him.
I'm not sugarcoating this. I mean, it's been, I think, 7 years since we've had a winning season. There's a lot to change. I think it starts with the culture. You know, we don't want to guarantee number of victories or anything like that. We just need to establish a winning culture, competing every single night.
Competing will be tough for the Rams, though, as they lost senior Kim Mestag to graduation last year, who was also first team all-conference. Coach Williams, though, is excited to see who will step up and fill her shoes.
It's going to be those kids that have been here through the gone through the tough times here, which would be Haley, Sam, Heimstra. I look for those kids to have very, very prideful seasons and get this thing turned around.
Williams knows it's going to be an exciting season, but he needs you, Ram Nation, to help him.
We need you in those stands. You know, we need you supporting our kids and stay with us, stick with us, because again, it's not a microwave process, but trust that we're going to get this baby done. And Ram Nation is awesome.
Ryan Hillman, CTV Sports.